first time I've been here since they came.
You know what? I don't. I see two of them were programmed. Hey, I know that. You know what? Just talk about program. Her program. Oh, I can imagine. It's like, what's that? All right, we got it.
Please do not text or receive text during the performances, as it is distracting to the cast and other audience members. The taking of video or flash photography is strictly prohibited. Please take note of the fire exits to your right and back where you came in. In case of an emergency, please proceed in a calm fashion to these exits. By order of the fire marshal, there is no smoking in the building at all, and please do not bring any food or drink into the seating area. Please be advised that many of our shows may use fog and strobe lighting effects. During intermission, be sure to visit our concessions in Julie's Cafe or visit our Galleria store located off the lobby. The remaining shows in our 2014 season are Moonlight and Magnolias, The Color Purple, and the holiday classic It's a Wonderful Life. But make sure that you come back next week to our first annual one-act play competition on Friday, June 13, 2014, or the following week on June 19th and 20th, to see our own show, choir, Vocal Velocity in Little Bits of Broadway. If you like what you see here tonight, please support us. Tell all of your friends and family to come to the Grand. Gods, the musical, is being presented in a staged reading format. We are excited to bring original works of art to the stage here at the Grand. We feel it is important to give budding playwrights like Rob Christie a forum to showcase their work. You will be asked to provide your feedback on the questionnaire given to you so the writer may consider it and possibly incorporate it into his work in progress.
originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate parts, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. Sit back and enjoy the world premiere of Gods. Our story begins with a commercial for King Neptune Mediterranean cruise ships. As the commercial ends, we find ourselves on board the cruise ship SS Arado. The ocean liner is 5 days into one of its 7-day Mediterranean cruises.
Last night's audience was awesome, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, they really got into it. They
laughed, they applauded, lots of enthusiasm. I love feeding off of that. It just fires me up.
I know what you mean, and let's face it, we do have a captured audience. And tonight's show is a different show than last night, so maybe the same audience will return. Now, you know this sucks here. Why do you even bother? Are you checking for a call from, what's his name?
Yeah, Brian. He's a really sweet guy, and I really like him a lot, a real lot. Figures I would meet someone who'd knock my socks off just 1 month before I embarked. But he's really starting to aggravate me. First, he's so romantic, so attentive, and he tells me he can't wait for me to get back, and he's going to miss me so much. Then once I leave, I hardly hear from him. It all goes to hell in a handbasket.
Goes to hell in a handbasket? Just what does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. My father used to say all the time there's a lot of strange things. So, what made you think it was Friday?
I don't know. I guess I'm just anxious to go home after 3 months at sea. The days are starting to run together. Oh, now I gotta pee. Damn it! Thank goodness I'm not still in that mermaid costume. Have you ever tried to pee in a mermaid outfit? I can't imagine how they do it all day long. Oh, here's your photo album back, Hugh. Nice pictures.
Did she just say she didn't know how they do it? She's just unbelievable. And so is this damn phone. Oh, wait, I still have no signal. Oh, wait, there it is. There's one now. Oh, I do have a text. Oh, it's from my father. I can tell by the tone.
You have personalized beeps for people?
Yes, silly. Brian has his own ringtone and text message beep tone and... Oh, how about that? My dad bought some old farmhouse in Virginia. He says he'll call me tomorrow and tell me all about it. That's my dad.
He's moving?
No, he buys homes as an investment. He does that from time to time, and then he fixes them up, rents them, or sells them at a profit. He flips them, as they say. Some people collect coins. My dad collects homes.
Cool. Oh, I used to collect football cards. Oh, as you Yanks would say, I used to collect soccer cards. So, you have different ringtones and sounds for different people. I did not know you could do that.
Of course you can, silly. Here, I'll show you how to change your sounds. Oh, here, Hugh. Sharon was right. There's some nice looking pictures in there. I was looking through it last night. You're a good photographer.
How did you know I was the photographer?
Oh, well, I just assumed because you're not in any of the pictures.
Yes. Pretty sad. Seems to me that I'm always the one taking photographs of everyone, just because I don't have anyone to pose with me. Friends are always trying to hook me up, telling me I'm just down on my luck, and I pretend I haven't given up, but it bothers me. I'm tired of being all alone, no special ring on my cell phone, romance that never occurs. I'm tired of waiting, playing roulette with dating. I'm tired of searching for her.
I hear what you're saying, and I know just how you feel. I agree, I'm tired of playing. This time I'm hoping it's real. In the dreams that I dream every night, I pray that someday very soon I might find a man that's going to treat me right. That's what I deserve. And suddenly this new guy appears. He sounds convincing and he seems sincere, but I wonder, does he really care, or just saying words? I'm tired of empty wishing wells, chasing elusive fairy tales and dreams that never come true. I'm tired of wishing and
The lights come on, and there are people sitting at tables surrounding the stage. A beautiful young lady and gentleman take a seat right near the stage left. This is Aphonia and her cousin Christopher. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of King Neptune Cruise Lines and the USS Arata, we want to welcome you to tonight's performance of Cabaret at Sea. And now, without further ado, the Cabaret at Sea performers.
Just sit right back and we'll tell you the tale of a fateful trip. Just kidding, folks. I know it's a cruise and we're out at sea, but you all need to lighten up. We're going to tell you a story involving cutbacks and alterations. We did it to save you money and reduce the cost of your vacation. Mediterranean Broadway, Times Square on the sea, extravaganzas on our way, without the huge royalties. Now we're not making fun of or being disrespectful, we cherish everything right and right. Although we try to nudge it, we can't budge our budget, we're telling you our budget is tight. We had to cut some corners and make some minor changes, but still we try to capture the mood. If we had to pay our royalties, we'd have no fancy costumes and probably performing the nude.
Wait, hold it. Nude? There might be some people who actually like that. Well, some of us anyway. Okay, maybe.
Can we get back to the song, please?
Yeah.
Mediterranean Broadway, Times Square on the sea, music theaters on our way, with just a few liberties.
We modified the music and made some tempo changes. We substituted some of the words.
You'll recognize the songs, but we don't have to pay them. You'll know it's famous tunes you have heard. Again, we will remind you that we respect these writers. We simply can't afford to pay fees. Just one more precaution, no videos or cameras. There can't be any evidence, please. That's Tom the Opera. That's Tom the Opera.
Stop. Please! Fat Tom of the Opera. Are you kidding me? You can't be serious. I mean, to begin with, I hate musicals anyway, but I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here and listen to this rubbish.
Sir, I will have to ask you to take your seat and let us continue with our performance.
Yeah, man. Sit down.
No.
You're delaying the show.
Not if you're going to be doing this crap. Look, show tunes from musicals, and you're not even doing the real song. Nah, this is too much. Show tunes are so wimpy. Why don't you do some real songs?
Wimpy, real songs. What is wimpy about show tunes?
They're not real. Not the way life is. I mean, no one walks up to someone on a street and sings, "Hello, how are you? How's your day?" Do some real songs. Do some Sinatra. Now that's music.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Robbie.
Well, Robbie. Musicals are not implying life is sung, they are just telling a story in a different way by putting the dialogue into a song and using music, that's all. And Mr. Sinatra himself was in 2 or 3 musicals. He loved them.
No way.
Yes, way. And it was done his way in Anchors Away, a musical. Plus, Guys and Dolls with Brando.
Really? Brando? Sinatra? No shit. Hey, then we can do that. Let's do some Sinatra songs, huh?
You're going to join us. I mean, we can't do a Sinatra song, but you're more than welcome to join us and help us finish the song if you like.
Nah, I can't.
Oh, do something, buddy. Either sit down or get your butt up there and join them.
And the crowd cheers them on.
You can do it, mister. Oh, come on, let's hear you sing.
Come on, join us.
Well, okay, but maybe only if we can do like a Sinatra song later.
Yeah, maybe later. During karaoke in the bar. Maestro, the music again, please. Thank you. Mediterranean Broadway, Times Square on the sea. The musicals are another way to present a story. They're entertaining people who sing their way through their lives. No, that's not what it's all about. It's just another vehicle, just another method of expressing a great story out loud.
Hey, glad that you explained it. Now I feel so much better. You taught me something I didn't know. In case you have been wondering if this is kind of confusing, yes, I'm really part of the show.
Mediterranean Broadway, Times Square on the sea. Music theater done our way, a story with a nice beat. Mediterranean Broadway.
As the song ends, we find Hugh staring into the eyes of a young lady at the table nearest the stage. Their eyes lock, and Hugh almost misses his bow, but is pulled away by the others. Hugh refocuses, bows, and then quickly turns to the young lady as the others leave the stage. Hugh walks off the stage and approaches the young beauty.
Hello. My name is Hugh. What's your name? And where have you been? I haven't seen you this whole voyage.
Oh, I've been around here and there.
No, I would have seen you. I mean, I noticed you right away. I wouldn't have missed you. You're so beautiful.
I was not feeling well, so I've been in my chambers. I mean my cabin. And thank you.
At this point, the show continues in the background with the comedian. There's a low rumble of laughter, and you can see the comedian and the audience going through the motions.
I have a feeling that you're not being completely truthful with me, young lady. And you still haven't told me your name.
My name is Aphonia.
Aphonia? It's as beautiful as you are. Wasn't there someone sitting here with you? A guy? Oh my. You're not married, are you? Is that why you're so nervous?
No, I am not married, and he is my cousin. His name is Christopher. But you need to leave before he returns. He's very protective of me.
I'm sure he is. And I'm also sure that if he meets me, he'll see that I'm harmless, a good guy, really. He'll be fine.
No, he won't. He'll be mad. Believe me, I know. I've known of him a very long time. Besides, this is not right. You and I are from 2 different worlds, 2 different places with very different cultures.
Stop. And how do you know that? I mean, you don't even know anything about me. I bet we have a lot in common. This is not a good reason to walk away from me, a young lady. Let's face it, almost everything is acceptable these days. I mean, it's not the days of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh no, I'm sure we don't have a lot in common. Not at all, believe me. And everything is not acceptable, at least not with my family. You have no idea. Really, I must go.
Don't, please. I mean, it's not like I want to run off and get married. I mean, at least not yet. So, please, why don't you stick around just a little longer, just one more song. Maybe have a drink with me after we're finished.
No, please. You have to go before my cousin returns, please.
No, stay. Last number at least.
No, I cannot. Please go.
Okay, I'll leave on one condition. Meet me on the promenade deck after the show.
I can't. I'll be leaving.
Leaving? What do you mean leaving? It's a ship.
I mean, leaving to go to my cabin. Oh, here comes my cousin. Please go. I will meet you afterwards if you leave now.
Okay, right after the show, Vanya. You promised. Promenade deck, 15 minutes.
Hey, was that the guy from the show? What did he want?
Oh, he just wanted to know what we thought of the show so far.
Oh, yeah? That's all? You sure? Don't get mixed up with these people, cousin. Come on, let's go.
Christopher, I want to see more of the show. I think there's only one more song. I want you to stay.
Oh, really? Okay, just a little while longer. Besides, I did want to stop at the casino for a bit. I'll meet you outside in 20 minutes. Don't be late. We have to go.
Okay, Christopher. I'll be there.
Christopher leaves and Aphonia turns back to the stage to watch the show, but is standing near the exit. The comedian is just finishing his act.
So the guy takes a sip of his drink. He hears a voice saying, "It's a really nice tie you're wearing." He looks around, there's nobody there. The bartender's at the far end of the bar cleaning glasses. He shakes his head and takes another sip. "Oh, that's a really great suit you're wearing." Quickly looks around again. There's nobody there. "Hey bartender, come here." The man yells to the bartender. Bartender walks up and says, "What's wrong, sir?" "Well, every time I take a sip of my drink, I hear voices." "You do?" said the bartender. "What do they say?" "Oh, things like nice tie, nice haircut, great suit." "Oh," says the bartender, and he laughs. "That's the nuts. They're complimentary." I'm here all week for this. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hugh doesn't return in time. Therefore, our three performers begin their final number without him.
Where's Hugh?
I don't know. He's late. Look, I got this.
One day you wake up and find that you're all alone in the world.
Doubt that very much.
So sure it's just a matter of time till you can jump out the next girl.
Ooh la la.
You got
There's a guardrail and several lounge chairs. He was leaning on the rail, awaiting a phonea. A phonea enters, and they just stare at each other for a few seconds. He walks toward her and eventually takes her hand.
Are you and have you been? What took you so long? Did you know I was here, waiting for you, wondering when you'd come along? I can't explain how I feel inside, or why I'm telling you, but I knew from the moment I looked in those eyes, this is what I had to do. Talk to me, help me see, tell me that I'm not insane. Please just smile and make this all worthwhile. Tell me that you feel the same.
Are you and what draws me here? This cannot be right. Why do I feel the way that I feel? What did you ignite?
We are, and we are from, is something we cannot erase. Our journey to this place and time, a destiny we must embrace.
And, ooh, they kiss.
Thank you for coming. I was so afraid you wouldn't.
I really shouldn't be here, but I want to be.
I'm so excited right now. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I feel like Christopher Columbus when he discovered the Americas.
You're nothing like him. He was arrogant. And besides, he didn't discover the Americas.
Leif Erikson, right? Well, who cares? Oh, I'm sorry I mentioned him. I don't want to talk about him. I want to talk about you. Tell me about you, Afania.
I told you, I'm different. We're different. And that's all I can say. There are some things that are just not meant to be. I do have to go now. My cousin will be waiting.
Meet me back here in half an hour. I have to go out and get out of my costume and this makeup and help my partners put a few things away. Really, please, let's just sit and talk. Look at the stars. I need to, please.
If I can sneak away, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything.
Please, Afania. I don't know what you've done to me, and I don't mean to scare you off, but I'm just so happy, and you excite me. I just can't take my eyes off of you. I'll see you in 30 minutes. You'll be here, right? Tell me you will. I know you will.
I don't know. I'll try. I will try.
Ooh, they kiss again. He watches her leave, and he turns and says out loud,
Wow, what just happened to me? I don't know the feeling of being in love. Is it joyful? Is it painful? Is it something worthwhile? Is it always this confusing? Is it making me smile? I can't explain what happened. It happened so fast, and it startled me like lightning. It came out of nowhere. I'm not certain of the details, and I'm not sure that I care. I don't understand what's changed inside me. But I feel brand new when she's beside me. Somewhere between here and there, think I fell in love. Don't know when it happened, but I know it happened. I fell after she fell from above. Somehow, between then and now, she turned me upside down, flipped me over sideways, spinning me in place. The only thing in focus is her face. I'm frightened and excited, both at the same time. It's like riding on a coaster and the thrill of each drop. So uncertain of the next curve, but not wanting to stop. I've never had a woman affect me this way. Her demeanor and her beauty when she enters a room. The excitement of her presence has me fully consumed. One look at her, I was lost in love. She has to be an angel from above. Somewhere between here and there, she captured my heart. Don't know how it happened, but I know it happened. I'm already aching just 'cause we're apart. Somehow, between then and now, she changed the way I feel. It happened all so quickly. Is it real or did she trick me? Somehow I think she's the real deal. I'm in love.
Cue exits stage right and we fade to black. The lights come back up and we see a few guests stroll the deck, and Natalie appears, walking through the deck with her cell phone, still trying to get a good signal.
Oh, come on, phone! I need a signal. I miss my Brian. I know he's trying to reach me. And this is little thinking of you texts. They make me feel special.
Sharon's off in the shadows watching Natalie.
Texting TOU. It's the simple little things that you do that make me yearn for you. And I text my TOU to you too.
Wonder what it's like to care for someone so much. Can it be that wonderful? Perhaps I'll never know.
Texting TOU, hoping that the signal goes through. I'm on my way home to you. TOU, please, I'm thinking of you.
Folia enters stage right and Sharon runs off stage left.
Hello? Beautiful night, isn't it? Say, you're that girl that Hugh was talking to during our performances, right?
Yes, I am. You sing very well. You're so talented.
Why, thank you, you're kind. So, I take it you enjoyed the show?
Oh, yes, very much.
Yeah, I have a feeling you enjoyed it, especially our man Hugh, even more, huh? He's a great guy, talented, good-looking, and a die-hard romantic. But don't tell him I told you that.
And Sharon enters stage left.
Hey there, girls. What's happening?
Hey, Cher, have you met, I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Aphonia? Your name is Cher? Like Sunny and Cher?
No, it's Sharon, but Nat calls me Cher. But your name is cute. Were you named after a deer?
A deer. Very funny. So Natalie, getting back to you, I bet he has a girlfriend, right? I would think a lot of women would be chasing after him.
No, honey, he does not. In fact, he paid more attention to you in those 2 minutes than he has to any woman I've ever seen in the last 2 years. That's how long I've known him. And I got to tell you, I haven't seen him smile like that the whole tour, and we've been here for 3 months. But he's not to be toyed with. Just don't lead him on, honey. He's not a player, and he wears his heart on his sleeve.
So he's not looking for a one-night performance like that song you just sang?
Right. Not Hugh. He's looking for his life partner, his soulmate, as they say. Well, I've got to get going. It was really nice meeting you. What's your name?
My name's Aphonia. Nice to meet you too.
Natalie. My friends call me Nat, but that's N-A-T, not K-N-A-T.
Damn it! I have to pee again. Later, girls.
There he is! There's my honey! Oh, and there's a few texts from my dad, too. Awesome. Bye, Danya.
It's Aphonia. Bye, Natalie.
Aphonia glances down the promenade deck looking for Hugh. She looks up and down the deck and even moves to the other side of the ship.
What adventure am I seeking? Why this burning desire? My curiosity is piquing, and I can't put out this fire. What is this strange and awkward feeling? I've never felt this kind of need. It's a giddy, childlike tingling. Do I dare to let it lead? Lead me.
Aphonia begins to run off stage, but stops and looks back one more time to see if she can see Hugh coming, and doesn't see her cousin approach. And what are you doing here, Aphonia? We always meet at the stern.
Christopher, you startled me. I was just heading back there now.
Don't lie to me, cousin. You were not. You were looking for something. Someone. Not that singer guy again, was it? Are you out of your mind?
Judas!
Don't call me that. Call me Christopher.
I'm sorry, Christopher. It's just that he seems very nice and he is very interesting.
You just nothing. We have to leave. We don't have time for this nonsense.
Please, Christopher, just a few more minutes. I want to say goodbye.
Oh, I don't believe this. No way. What are you thinking? What are you saying?
Nothing, cousin, nothing.
What am I saying? You can't be thinking at all. Let me remind you.
Really, please don't.
If you see this thing through, you're tempting fate and you're gonna piss somebody off. You know who.
Christianus, don't forsake me. Please listen to me. I will explain exactly what I mean. There's something going on here. It's something powerful. It's a force that can't be seen.
Don't try to rename it.
I'm not.
They are just entertainment.
Yes, they usually are.
They're not much worthwhile. No real value here at all. Are you out of your mind? You know you can't mix with their kind.
Just let me explain, cousin.
Don't argue with me. There's really nothing for us to discuss.
I wish it were that simple. I've always listened to you. But now, please just hear me out. I've never felt this feeling. I'm feeling so confused here. Not sure what this is all about.
Oh no, this is not happening. No way, Aphonia. The decision is over. You're coming with me now. Christopher grabs Aphonia by the arm, and as he does, Hugh shows up.
I'm sorry, did I come at a bad time? Well, I'm Hugh. You must be her cousin.
Aphonia, it's time to go.
Go where?
Hugh, give me a few minutes with Christopher, okay?
Checking.
Christopher, I know you are right. You are. But I really need to just talk to him for a minute or two, please.
Okay, but I'm not waiting. This is trouble, Aphonia. You have never acted like this before, and I don't want to have to explain your whereabouts. Finish your business quickly and get home.
I will, Christopher. Thank you.
Christopher climbs onto the top rail and stands on the top bar.
Whoa, what are you doing? That's dangerous. You need to get down off there.
Silly man. Hurry, Aphonia. And I jump off the ship.
Oh my god! What? Aphonia, go get some help, hurry!
He grabs the life preserver off the wall and climbs up on the rail.
Go now, Aphonia. I might never find him in the dark, but I must try. Go get help now!
No, Hugh, don't. Let me explain.
Explain, there's no time!
You jumped overboard with the life preserver.
Oh no, now what did I do? Okay, Hugh, you asked for help. Well, help is on the way. How am I going to explain this?
Aphonia climbs up on the rail and jumps overboard herself. The curtain closes and some music plays during the scene change. When the curtain reopens, we find ourselves on a beach in Greece. Whatever you think, we're not under the sea yet. We're on the beach, and there are several people on a blanket. Some on the shore, others just walking around. A very basic day at the beach. There are some children, a man walking with a metal detector, a couple sitting on an overturned boat. There's even a lifeguard. Hugh wakes up with Aphonia by his side.
What happened? We're on a beach? How did we get here? Are you okay? Oh my. What in bloody hell happened? Why am I all wet but you're dry?
I'm fine. We're fine. Now, I really do have to leave. I just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Leave? No, wait. What are you talking about? What? Where the hell are we? I jumped off the ship after your cousin. How did we get here?
Hugh, if I explain it to you, you're going to think that I'm insane.
I feel like I'm going insane, but no, I would never think you're insane, Anya, not you. But I am very puzzled. Are we in Greece? This is the beach in Piraeus, isn't it?
Yes, Hugh, it is Piraeus. Please sit down and I will try to explain this. You were correct when you said you hadn't seen me on the ship prior to last night. That's because I wasn't there. I had just arrived.
Well, an excursion boat. An excursion boat brought you aboard. No, a helicopter.
No, Hugh. My great uncle brought me aboard. And Christopher, too.
Okay. Boat or helicopter?
Neither one. You're familiar with the gods? The Greek gods?
Sure, you mean like Zeus, King Neptune, Wonder Woman.
No, Hugh. This is serious. Okay. And please don't say King Neptune. His name is Poseidon. I know that was the name of your cruise ship, but that's what the Italians call the god Poseidon. Now let me finish before you interrupt, okay? My great uncle is, well, he is Poseidon, the brother of my grandfather, Zeus. I am a goddess, and my cousin Perchunus, you know him as Christopher, is also a god. Poseidon takes us to different cruise ships because we enjoy watching the shows and Christopher enjoys gambling. Are you with me so far? See, I knew this was going to be difficult, but it's true. I am a goddess and I don't have much time. I have to go. I'm being watched.
Why? Where do you have to go? You're home, aren't you? I mean, you're close to home unless you're going to tell me that you actually live on Mount Olympus. And who is watching you, Zeus or the almighty Wizard of Oz?
At this time, the people on the beach moved closer towards Hugh and Anya.
I know you're not buying any of this, but please do not jest.
Well, honestly, listen to yourself. The Greek gods of Anya. I have very strong feelings for you. In fact, I think I'm in love with you. I know that sounds like something out of a Hollywood movie. I don't know. Maybe you are a goddess and have me under some spell or tricked me. I mean, I want to believe everything you say, but this is really extreme. I'm not trying to be unreasonable, but come on, this is quite a story you're telling. Greek gods, running around in togas and robes, turning people into one-eyed cyclopses. What?
Hugh, please, stop. Don't poke fun at what you don't understand.
Seriously, what do you expect me to say? I mean, you make it sound like someone's going to strike me down with a lightning bolt if I speak out of line.
Hugh, you have no idea. I'm sorry I got you into this mess. Really, I am.
Stop. This is bullshit.
Watch what you're saying. There's danger in playing. You don't know who's listening. Believe us, this is not a game.
Curtail that tongue, or you'll pay a huge sum.
Just mind your manners, lower your head and walk away. How are all these people hearing what we say? Why are they listening? Why do they all stare? This is not your business. Shut up and go away.
Hugh, please be quiet. Please take care.
It doesn't matter whose plan to shatter. Whatever you do, don't piss off the gods. They've been unforgiving since the beginning. So whatever you do, don't piss off the gods.
By this time, the people on the beach begin to shed normal earth clothing, revealing robes and togas. They are all gods and goddesses.
Be careful what you say, the cost that you will pay. Maybe more you have, more you want, more than you bargained for. So you better believe, you better to heed, bow before us all. But whatever you do, don't be soft to God, don't be soft to God, don't be soft to God. Nothing is above us. Everything's below us. In the kingdom of the gods on Mount Olympus. Eternity is our wealth. No deficiencies in our health. And our beauty, strength, and minds completely flawless. Nothing is above us. Everything's below us. Breathing of fear and Mount Olympus. Everything we do, eternity is our wealth. No deficiencies in our health. And our beauty, strength, and mind completely flawless. Nothing is above us. Everything's below us. Take our eternity is our wealth. Deficiencies in our health. And our beauty, strength, and mind. Nothing is above us. Everything's below us. Take our kingdom eternity is ours. Deficiencies in our health. Every shine of
Why is this mortal here? Who dares to bring a mortal to Olympus?
I'm sorry, brother. I'm the one who brought him here.
Poseidon brought him here at my request, Grandfather. I know it displeases you, but I thought it was essential, and I asked Poseidon to make an exception, just because this man did make an attempt to save Arcturus. We were on the beach, and I was trying to explain my position to this man when the others started harassing him, and they all just started...
Since when do we have to explain ourselves to anyone? And what do you mean he attempted to save Arcturus? Save him from what?
If I may say something.
Step back! And do not speak directly to Zeus again.
Oh, Apollo, knock it off. Let the mortal speak. Besides, he's kind of cute. I can see why Apollonia is interested.
Grandfather, Zeus, the mortal was trying to save Arcturus from drowning. He did not know who he was. For all he knew, he was a normal man who fell overboard. Regardless, he jumped in and risked his own life to save Arcturus.
Arcturus, is this true? Did he jump in the sea after you?
Well, yes, he did, Grandfather. And he would have drowned if Poseidon hadn't saved him.
So the mortal is would have been a hero had there been any danger.
No, very well. Then I shall spare his life, but I can't have him walking around on Earth telling the world about his experiences and what he has seen. creates unwanted exposure for us.
But Grandfather, you can't hurt him, please.
At this point, Hugh is looking around and sees yet another familiar face.
Sharon? Sharon, is that you?
Hello, Hugh. Here I am known as Sharina, not Sharon.
Sharina. So, were you brought here when I was brought here?
No, Hugh. I live here. I am also a goddess, same as Aphonia. The difference is, she enjoys watching the shows. I, on the other hand, enjoy singing and performing. Sorry, Hugh.
Hugh just stands there with his mouth open. And just shakes his head.
Brother, I believe we can release him. No one will believe anything he says anyway.
Poseidon, not another word from you. I'm still very agitated at your last blunder with the ship you sank, and now this!
What ship? What did you do?
Poseidon saw a vessel, a ship, and thought it said Titan, and therefore he punched a hole in its hull. It didn't say Titan, it said Titanic. So we had to alter the incident and cover it up with a story about an iceberg.
That is bloody preposterous.
Quiet!
Oh, damn it, the bureaucracy and formalities, Apollo. You're such a Zeus soldier.
Okay, if I can't speak directly to Zeus, then can I speak to him through you?
Zeus motions for Apollo to allow it.
I am very confused. And I'm sorry, but I'm also very skeptical. I mean, I really didn't think the Greek gods existed. You're treated as myths and fantasy legends.
And that is just how we wanted to remain. We have been in seclusion for more than 2,000 years, only exposing ourselves when necessary, and that has only been to a few mortals,
Well,
mostly Greeks.
well, what about the gods of other religious cultures?
By others, you mean such as Jesus, Mohammed, Allah, and Freya?
Yes, who's Freya?
Freya is a Norse goddess. She is the goddess of winter solstice, and yes, all of the others are real.
Oh my. This is mind-boggling huge. All gods are real. Wow.
So Zeus, you will set him free?
Well, that depends, my child. Why else did you bring him here? Is there something about this mortal that you're not telling me? Assure me there's no interest in this worthless being. Tell me you have not fornicated with this mortal. Tell me you are not attracted to him in any way.
No, Zeus. I have not been with this man. I simply talked to him.
But I am attracted to her. She is beautiful and she does something to me, a feeling I have never felt before.
Oh, you are such a mortal. Of course you feel something. She is a goddess. Poseidon, don't let this man out of your sight until I decide his fate.
I'm sorry for the turmoil I have caused, Zeus. Please forgive me. And I know I have ruined the planned festivities for today. Perhaps we can still relax, enjoy ourselves, have a little wine, some music.
Yes, maybe we should. I grow tired of this discussion.
Yes, enough of this. I want some wine. Or, wait, quick, Stunis, what was the other drink you brought here to us a few weeks ago? The bomb thing?
Ah, the Jaeger bombs? I could whip up a batch of those.
Splendid.
Zeus, Sharina will play. Will you sing, Zeus?
No.
I would love to play and accompany you, Zeus. Yes, it's been too long since we've had the pleasure of hearing you sing.
The beauty of Athens in the spring. Cascading falls of Beijing. Ageless cypress against a blue sky. Even the palace of Versailles. Yet there is nothing that compares to what I have seen. not a mountain, not a river, not a bolt of lightning. It is a beauty I will never forget. Silhouettes at sunset. The Parthenon at sunset. Silhouettes. Enough, I say.
What's wrong, Zeus?
Oh, I just reminded myself why I hate mortals so much, especially British mortals. Get him out of my sight.
Wait, what did I do? What does he mean, especially British mortals? What did Britain ever do to the Greek gods?
Zeus just looks at him with disgust and turns to the others and said,
I think I will turn him into something slimy.
Wait, just wait there, Your Highness Zeus, Mr. Zeus. I'm still trying to figure this out and understand.
I told you before, do not speak directly to Zeus, mortal. He will strike you down where you stand.
I'm just trying to understand why he's so upset with me and with you.
Explain it to him, Apollo. Tell him about his thieving ancestors.
Do you know about the marbles of Greece are? You know what they are? The ones depicting the battle between the Lipsas and the Centaurs?
what?
You may know them as the Elgin marbles.
Oh, wait. Yes, they were statues, marble sculptures, but they were all broken up and damaged, right? There was some big controversy about them in the news a few years back, but I'm not really sure what it was about.
Yes, that's the same attitude most of England took during the discussions about the marbles. Regardless, they were stolen from the Parthenon by your British mortal named Elgin. He stole them from the Parthenon in Greece back in the early 1800s. It's completely inexcusable. They should be returned immediately!
Okay, so you want them back. I understand, but that is no reflection on me or England today. That was a long time ago. I mean, after all, you're Zeus, the head honcho, god of gods. Just take them back. I think they're sitting in a museum. I'm sure you have the power to perform such a minor trick. It's ridiculous to hold a grudge over something so trivial.
Trivial? Ridiculous? I'll show you what's ridiculous, you worthless piece of Poseidon, what is that disgusting growth at the sea bottom?
Plankton, Zeus.
Plankton. Yes, that's it. That's what you are, mortal. You are a piece of plankton. In fact, you came from the sea, so I shall return you to the sea. Picturus, Poseidon, throw this worthless mortal into the pond.
Why, Zeus? What for?
Just do it. I shall let him entertain us before I release him to the Mediterranean.
Grandfather, no, please don't do this to him.
Poseidon and Christianus grab Hugh and lead him to the pond next to the throne of Zeus.
It is not his fault that he is here. It is not his fault what his ancestors did. Please release him, Zeus, I beg of you.
Aphonia, go to your chambers. I am not happy with you right now.
Aphonia runs out crying stage left. Poseidon and Christianus throw Hugh into the pond and he disappears from sight.
What have you transformed him into, O mighty one?
A manatee. They cannot survive too long in these waters, and he will die slowly.
Oh, wait, Poseidon, didn't you tell me, or was it the mortal himself who said that his name was Hugh?
I believe he did, Apollo. Why?
Zeus, do you realize the humor in what you've just done? You are so clever, Zeus. So clever.
Whatever do you mean, Apollo?
His name is Hugh, and he's been turned into a manatee. You are slowly killing humanity. How ironic. Manatee. Can humanity be saved?
All good and well, but I'm sure Aphonia is not laughing.
Lights dim. Aphonia returns, stage
Hugh? Hugh, are you there?
Hugh appears. You can only see his head and upper torso, which is shirtless. Hugh reaches over the small wall of the pond. He is wet, and he is half man, half manatee.
I am here, Fanya.
I am so sorry. What has my grandfather done? Are you okay? Can you climb out?
I'm afraid I cannot.
The tail of a large fish splashes and is visible over the wall of the pond.
Oh my, I am so sorry. Zeus likes combining creatures, he always has. What are you, a merman?
I guess. I don't know what I am. I can't stay still very long. I have to swim deep, but then I have to come up for air. Why did he do this to me, Apollo? Why is he so angry over those marbles? Why doesn't he just take them back? I don't understand.
He could do that, but it's not the same. It's not what he demands. They were stolen and he wants them returned freely and with an apology. Perhaps even a penalty, who knows. Zeus is a very loving grandfather, but ruthless when it comes to mortals. He feels that they've turned their backs on the gods. I'm sorry you were going through all of this, Hugh.
Well, I'm happy you're here. And I'm happy to be seeing you, but I have to tell you, this is one screwed up first date.
I tried to warn you, but you were very persistent, Mr. Mortal Man. Didn't know what you were getting yourself into, did you?
Well, no, I didn't, but you did try to warn me. I'm still happy to be here with you, Apollo. I can't exactly climb out of here and put my arms around you, but I can kiss you.
He leans forward and they kiss again.
I have to leave. I have to leave for a while, Afanya. I have to. I'm sorry. I have to swim.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I will talk to Zeus. I will be here when you return. I promise. Now go.
Hugh swims off. He swims off. And Aphonia turns towards the audience. Sharina enters.
Aphonia, is there anything I can do to help?
Can you help me understand what it is that I'm feeling?
I wish I did understand, my sister.
This is not supposed to happen. I should turn and walk away. There's something deep inside me, and it's forcing me to stay. How could anyone so kind turn out to be so wonderful? And I never saw it coming. Yet he has my heart and soul. Is it him? Is he the one? Could it be him? The one that I've been waiting on feels like a dream. Could it be real? Has this man become my Achilles heel? I'm uncertain what awaits me. Not sure about the choice I've made. But his presence does elate me. Why is it I am so afraid? I must trust the way I'm feeling and take the road in front of me. And even though he's just a mortal, he is still a God to me. It is him. He is the one. I know it's him. The one that I've been waiting on feels like a dream.
next morning and Poseidon appears at the pond. He's wearing jeans and a cowboy hat. Aphonia also enters the scene.
Good morning, great uncle. Love the hat. That's a new one, isn't it?
Yes, it is a funny. You know, you have my brother very angry with me.
Yes. I'm sorry, Poseidon, but I couldn't help myself. I tried to follow the rules, but I just couldn't this time.
I know. I saw it in your eyes the night you had me rescue him and place him on the beach. But it still wasn't a good idea to bring him here.
We have to talk to Zeus. We have to get him to release Hugh. I'd rather see him set free and gone than to know he's suffering. I don't think he'll listen to me right now, but will you speak to him for me, Uncle?
I will, Aphonia. I will. I like the lad myself. He's got spirit.
Thank you, Uncle. I will speak to some of the other gods and goddesses and see if I can get them on my side. Will you speak to him today? Hugh is suffering, so... I love him, Poseidon. I know it is forbidden, but I do love him. You have to talk to Zeus. You have to help Hugh.
Yes, I know. I will seek counsel with him right away. Now go. I will deal with Zeus.
As Aphonia leaves, Hugh appears over the wall of the pond again.
Well, look who it is. The merman himself.
Was that Aphonia? She left?
Yes, it was. Yes, she did. None of your concern.
Wow, what's with the getup? Cowboy hat? Are you on an earthbound mission or something?
No. Just very fond of the cowboy look. The music, the dance. It's kind of my escape. At Aphonia's request, I'm going to speak to Zeus about releasing you. I don't know if he will, but if he does, you need to keep your mouth shut and be respectful. Say nothing, and maybe we can get you back to London, or wherever you're from.
I was born in Manchester, but I live in London now. But I don't want to leave. I just want to be me again, and I want to be with Aphonia.
No. That cannot be. Zeus will not allow it. You are not worthy. Do you have any idea how many suitors Aphonia has had? How many gods have approached her? Demigods as well? Some even have constellations named after them. But none of them deserved her. In fact, none even sparked any attention from her. And never a mortal. How absurd.
I agree. I am not worthy. But that doesn't change the fact that I love her, Poseidon. I do, and I need to be with her.
Oh, you silly, silly man. It's just not going to happen. If you look up at the stars at night, all the great ones are shining bright. They deserve a place above us all, a place from where they cannot fall. There's Centaurus, the centaur, and there's Taurus, the bull. My favorite one is Pegasus. Hey, flying horse, now that's cool. And then we have you, such a pitiful soul, a man with no purpose, no glory, and no goals. So I stay without any hesitation. You're no prize, you're no constellation. And then of course we cannot forget those that are the most famous yet, the good old boys who beat the odds. We have to mention our demigods. Hercules is a mighty man, stronger than 20 men. Perseus is an adventurer, a great warrior, and my friend. There's no proclamation bearing your name. You're nobody, you are no one, all shame and no fame. And I can say without any reservation, And I can say without any hesitation, you're not worthy, you're no consolation. There's not a star in the sky that wants to apply and carry on your little fame. You're no prize, nobody gives a damn. You're not worthy, you're no consolation. I think I hear just an absolute cleaving and calling sorry for just loving us back. Oh yeah.
So tell me, Poseidon, where's your constellation? I don't believe I've ever seen or heard of yours.
And he swims off. And lights dimming. Aphonia enters and ventures towards the pond.
Hugh? Hugh, are you there? Hugh?
He's gone, Aphonia.
Gone? Gone where? Zeus didn't release him to the sea as half man, half manatee, did he? He won't survive.
No, my dear. He had me return him to England. He is fine.
Are you sure, Poseidon? He's all right?
I know you care for him very much, my dear, but you have to try and forget about him.
I can't, Uncle. I do care for him very much, but like I told you, it's more than that. I love him. I know that it's not permitted, but I can't help it.
Don't let Zeus hear you say that, Aphonia. He will destroy him. You know how he gets.
Why is that, Uncle? I mean, I understand about the Elgin marbles and why he is angry about them, but why does he hate mortals so much?
Don't ever repeat this, Aphonia. Not a word. Do you hear me? It's no secret that Zeus has had his share of mortal women and created more demigods than anyone else. Believe me, Hera was always bitter about that weakness of Zeus. But there was one mortal woman, one who really touched his heart, one he couldn't have, one that walked away from him. It was one of the few times I saw my brother hurting over a woman. Regardless if she was mortal or not, I know he loved her, but he knew it wasn't meant to be. Zeus offered her eternity. She said she could not accept eternity. It wasn't natural. I think he worries about that with you, and he fears that if this Hugh character might have some effect on him.
Really? I never knew. But that means he must understand exactly how I feel. I need to talk to him. I need to see Hugh again.
No, you must not, Aphonia. I will keep an eye on Hugh for you. I know exactly where he is.
You will watch over him for me, Uncle?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
The curtain closes and we find ourselves at a train station in London. Hugh is meeting up with Natalie. He called her once Poseidon returned him to Earth.
Oh my God! So happy to hear from you! We all thought you were dead. What the hell happened? Where did you go? I don't know if I should help you or kick your ass.
I'm sorry, Natalie. I didn't mean to upset anyone, especially you. It's a bizarre and long story. I don't think you're going to believe any of it. I'm not sure I do. I will tell you about it on the ride. You do have a car, right?
Yes, I do. Brian was parking it.
Brian, that's the cell phone texting guy, right? I thought you said your dad was bringing you. You said he had business in England.
Yes, Dad is here too. He's getting something authenticated. Remember I told you about that old house he bought in Virginia?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he found an old trunk in the attic and it had uniforms, a sword, a pistol, and old journals that believed to have belonged to Cornwallis of the British Army or Navy or some military service.
Kidding, that's awesome. He should be able to get some money out of that deal. Like Cornwallis is a national hero in England.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe not. Some of the stuff my dad told me was that written in some of the journals was not too favorable for your hero. Apparently he wrote some things down about wanting to surrender and get back to Mother England and yeah. My dad said it was some pretty profound things in there. He had a lot of buyers interested. But enough about that. Tell me about you and what happened.
Well, now, remember that beautiful girl I met on the ship?
Yeah. I knew she was involved in all of this somehow. I mean, Oh, and Sharon, she's also missing. We had to cancel our remaining shows. It was just me and Robbie.
Well, I can explain why they couldn't find anything on her and what happened to Sharon. Tell me, Natalie, what do you know about the Greek gods?
Hugh puts his arm around Natalie and they exit stage left. Scene opens back in Olympus. Forty is sitting at the pond looking out in the distance.
What are you thinking about, my dear?
Poseidon also enters stage left.
I'm thinking about him, of course. Wondering how he is. Wondering if he's thinking about me. What he's doing right now.
He is doing fine. I've been keeping a watchful eye on him through my crystals.
May I look upon your crystals, Hera, please? I need to see him.
No, Aphonia, that is not wise. Just know that I have been watching and so has Poseidon. Right, Poseidon?
Yes, as I promised.
Well, what has he been doing? Where is he exactly? Zeus won't allow me to leave here. I need to know. All of you need to stop treating me like a child. None of you understand.
Aphonia, do not raise your voice to me. It's not important. Now stop. You've already caused too much friction between me and my brother, and I will not discuss it further. Just forget about him.
I will not. I will never stop thinking about him, ever.
Aphonia, I made fun of you at first, but now I can see how this mortal has affected you. Obviously, he has touched your heart. I have never felt such an emotion. But Poseidon is right. You need to move on and forget about this mortal.
No, never.
Aphonia runs off stage right.
Oh, how I hate to talk to her that way. It hurts me so much.
Yes, I know it does. Honestly, he's been quite busy. You've been keeping up with his adventures, right, Poseidon? I think we may have made an impact on this young man.
Yes, he has been very busy. He yelled out to me last night. Cried my name in Aphonia's for hours.
You didn't respond?
No, I did not. But both are suffering so much, so deep inside.
Just like Zeus did many years ago. Still does, right?
Yes, I wasn't going to bring that up because I know it pains you so. I know it ignites ill feelings since you were the woman who was scorned by his antics.
It's okay, Poseidon. It's okay. I still love him very much, despite his little adventures. After all, he is Zeus. Let's both keep a watchful eye on this young man. I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of him.
Yes, sir. I will keep a very close eye on our mortal plankton.
And we fade to black. Days pass and turn into weeks. As the lights go up, we see Zeus sitting on his throne, looking out over Athens. Poseidon enters.
Zeus, I need to speak to you.
Not now, Poseidon.
It has to be now. I have something to tell you, and it cannot wait.
Yes, Zeus, we need to talk to you, and you're not going to be happy. At first, but I think you'll find it worthwhile.
Zeus, I have been keeping a close eye on the mortal.
The one that you and Aphonia brought here to Olympus.
Yes, brother. The one called Hugh. He has been calling out to Aphonia and me, and the other night I paid him a visit. At first I went to silence him and tell him he must stop, but then he told me about why he's been so anxious to reach us. After I listened to him, I sought out Hera to confirm what he had told me, and she...
I'll tell him, Poseidon. Zeus, stop being so stubborn and listen to us.
Hera, that's her over there, motions to Hugh and Natalie to enter. Zeus stands abruptly, reaches back as if ready to throw a bolt of lightning. Thunder sounds and lightning strikes.
Brother, stop. Let us explain.
You dare ignore my command and bring this mortal back here and another mortal with him. I will punish all of you. I will destroy them. Apollo, take them away. Poseidon, Hera, not another word from either of you.
He makes a motion and neither one can speak, although they try.
All of you, leave me alone. Leave me now.
The lighting dims. Aphonia enters stage left.
Great-grandfather, may I speak to you?
Now is not a good time, Aphonia. I assume you were involved in this defiance of my command?
No, Zeus. I had no idea. But I have seen him since Poseidon brought him back, and I'm very excited and happy that he's here. But I was not involved in his return.
He's an
His power overcomes me. I relinquish all control. I cannot be a part of or permit this man's demise. Yes, he's just a mortal man, and he's not a god or king. But look into my eyes, you will realize to me he's everything.
Why do you defy me? Child, you know how much I love you. Why antagonize me? I'd do anything to please you, but you're pushing too far. Challenging my judgment, making me look foolish in my realm. Why do you defy me? Dare to criticize me? It is my command. Don't challenge it again. He's so human. He'll fade away before you. He can provide you with forever love.
He's my mortal man. I beg of you, set him free. I will pay the price. I will sacrifice my eternity. Zeus, hear my plea. I beg of thee.
Leave me now, Aphonia.
As you wish, Zeus. I love you, Grandmother.
I know you do, child, I know. Aphonia, this mortal really means this much to you.
More than anything in the universe, Zeus. More than anything.
And she leaves. Zeus walks and ponders.
Poseidon, come here.
Poseidon enters.
Why is it so important? What is so important about this mortal that you needed to bring him here again?
Poseidon attempts to talk, but can't.
Oh, sorry, brother.
He motions to release his voice.
Thank you, Zeus. As I started to explain, my brother, this mortal has been calling out to me in Aphonia every night. Night after night after night. I know it was weak of me, Zeus, but I finally went to him to find out why he has been so persistent. I'm sorry I defied you, but Aphonia is so distraught, so saddened, so distant since his absence. I know you've seen the same in her, my brother, and honestly, Zeus, I myself have taken a liking to this mortal, this poor piece of plankton. Regardless, I asked him why he was making such a disturbance. He told me a story that almost seemed unbelievable. I even threatened him, Zeus. I told him that if I found out what he was telling me was false, I would toss him into the middle of the ocean to perish. Hera and I have discussed his story, and it appears he is telling the truth.
Telling the truth about what? Poseidon, don't drag this out. What is it?
Zeus. It appears that he has convinced his country to return the marbles from the Parthenon back to Greece, back to their rightful home.
Can this be? Are you certain, Poseidon? What power would this lad have over an entire country? How could he achieve such a monumental task?
Will you allow him to tell his story, Zeus? It's quite astounding, really it is. Almost unbelievable, and humorous. Oh, and Zeus, can you release Hera's voice? She's standing over there listening to us, and I'm sure she has plenty to say.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry, Hera, I was angry.
Advent emotions again.
Thank you, Zeus. I understand that I have nothing to add. Poseidon has provided you with all the details. I think you should listen to Hugh and hear his story.
Oh, very well. Apollo, call council immediately. All right, Poseidon, bring the mortars before me.
And the trumpets sound. All the gods and goddesses enter, including Apollonia, and Poseidon escorts Hugh and Natalie. Apollonia runs to Hugh and embraces him. They kiss.
Apollonia, to your place until I hear what this mortal has to say.
I prefer to stand right here by Hugh's side, Grandfather.
Such a defiant child you are. Take after your mother.
Funny, she tells me I take after my grandfather.
So, mortal, tell me about the marbles.
Thank you, Zeus. I'd be happy to tell you about what happened. Well, once I returned to my home and let my family know I was all right, I contacted my friend Natalie. This is Natalie.
Stop, Zeus.
So Zeus.
They're still socks.
I don't know how familiar you are with the workings of England's government, but my uncle is Sir Arthur Hilston and a member of Parliament. He's the Foreign Secretary, and this is a very powerful position in Parliament. Natalie and her father told me about something he had found in an old house that he purchased in Virginia. In the attic of this old house, he found a false wall, and behind that wall he found an old trunk. The contents of the trunk were, well, Zeus, let's just say it was a good find. Once he and Natalie told me about what he found, I contacted my uncle Arthur. He thought I was fabricating the whole story, but after some convincing, he let us present what was found. The trunk had belonged to British General Cornwallis. He's the one who surrendered to the Americans and the French, thus ending the war. You know the story, right? Yeah, okay. So after he reviewed the contents of the trunk and authenticated that it did indeed belong to Cornwallis, he felt it was in the best interest of England to procure its contents. It seems that Cornwallis left in a hurry once he realized he was losing the war with the colonials. Inside this trunk were some uniforms, his sword, other miscellaneous, and some personal items, including his journal. Apparently England was not too happy about some of the details of this journal. Because of this, my uncle was inclined to sponsor an action that was very well received by the Prime Minister, and let's just say, they are willing to begin the process of returning the elven marbles to their rightful home here in Greece, provided they are given custody of the trunk and everything in it. Natalie's father was more than happy to do that out of the kindness of his own heart and for a small finder's fee donated by Parliament.
Zeus just stares and ponders.
Poseidon, is this true?
Yes, Zeus, it is true.
Apollo?
It is happening right now, Zeus. The mortal speaks the truth.
Zeus slowly paces, thinking.
Come before me, mortal.
Hugh approaches.
You have done a good thing. You have surprised me, and that doesn't happen too often. You've actually made me happy. I never thought that a mortal would ever make me happy again. You've done a great service to Olympus and Greeks everywhere.
You are welcome, Zeus.
But why? Why would you go to so much trouble? All I have done is to make your life miserable. In fact, I almost killed you.
I know, Zeus, but I thought about what you said. And once I researched it a little further, I realized that a terrible wrong was done to Greece. Regardless of how you felt about me and my country, I knew you were right. And I love Afania more than anything else in this world. You are important to her, and therefore it was important to me. There comes a time when any man knows something is wrong, and he can't let it go. Although I try to let it be, over and over again, it comes after me. Some men avoid challenges from the start. Maybe they're scared, maybe they're smart, but I must react to what I see. I can't let someone take advantage of others or me. I don't care what most people do or say, as long as I'm sure the outcome will not affect me in any way. Now and again I make mistakes, but I'll make amends if that's what it takes. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That side of me is equally strong. My father taught me everything right, when to walk away and when to fight. I'll never give up, I'll do what I need, when it's something I love or truly believe. Oh, I don't care what most people say or do. I'll fight to protect the things I respect, regardless for me or for you. Yes, I'm just a man, and that's what I'll always be. But I'm a good man, and I'm very proud of me. I'll do what I need, I'll do what I can. I'm just being me, that's who I am.
You are a good man. I only wish there were more like you. Now, all of you leave. Leave. I wish to be alone.
As you wish, Zeus.
Apollo motions for all to disperse. There are a few minutes silence and Poseidon returns.
Are you all right, brother?
Yes. Yes, I am, Poseidon. I am very happy and downright astounded that the marbles are being returned to the Parthenon. I never thought a mortal man would impress me, but he has. Well, leave it to Afania to find such a man.
Yeah, this is the most excitement we've had up here since Hades sank Atlantis.
I give him his own place, and he thinks it. Nothing but fire and brimstone now. Well, to hell with Hades.
It's good to see you smile again, Zeus. It has been a long time.
Yes, it has. Well, thank you, Poseidon, and thank you too, mortal.
But now, what about Aphonia? What about Hugh?
That is what weighs heavy on my mind, brother. Obviously, this Hugh is a good man, yet I can't allow them to be together. It will destroy her. It will destroy them both. They will never be happy.
With all due respect, Zeus, I disagree. I know you haven't forgotten what it was like to be in love with somebody. Forgive me, brother. May I be so brazen to remind you of yourself and another mortal, not so long ago. I know how much you suffered and tried to compromise. And though you tried to hide it, pain was always in your eyes. Of course it wasn't easy. There was nothing you could do. I know you like to control everything, but this wasn't up to you.
How dare you pass this judgment and pretend you understand? I cast out mortal woman. Why mention her again? She's my unforgiven, unfinished love. My unforgotten, unfinished love. Such a stunning creature, her beauty unsurpassed. I never loved anyone so much. How come it couldn't last? Why is it just so difficult to change the way I live? Why am I so heartless? Why can't I forgive?
Brother, you're not heartless. You're just remembering your pain. Unlike yours, their love is different, 'cause they both feel the same.
She's my
Let these two
unforgiven, unfinished
give
love.
their love a chance.
She's my
It's a different situation,
unfinished
a
love.
different circumstance.
She's my
I know how much you love her,
unfinished
so let
love.
her dream come true.
She's my
Let her have the love of life
unfinished
that slipped
love.
away from you.
Perhaps I can forgive her.
Zeus puts his hand on Poseidon's shoulder and the curtain closes. When the curtain opens, we find ourselves in the middle of a joyous celebration. It is the NOPC, a unification ceremony, the first held on Olympus in a very long time, and the first ever to be attended by mortals.
What a journey, what a fabulous adventure this has been. My head's still in a spin.
Don't you worry. Don't talk like it's over. Here's where it begins. We're just walking in.
We're just getting started with many chapters to be that's Greek to me. Tell me what it means.
It means we were meant to be. And I want you to know, wherever you need me, I'll go. Just say a word, it doesn't matter why, it doesn't matter when.
Love is giving. Love is trusting someone else with your own life and knowing it's alright.
Never doubting, always feeling so secure with everything and the comfort that it brings.
Our love will grow forever beyond the heavens and the stars. We have a strong foundation. It cannot fall apart. We built it in our hearts.
I swear to you, I will never, ever leave you. Trust in me, trust in what I say.
I'll make this vow to always love you as I love you now, without fail, tomorrow as today. I do love you, and I know I'll always love you completely. You fulfill my needs. We have begun to entwine as if we were meant to be.
They all spin, jump, and dance in celebration, yeah, Mom!
Watch what you're saying.
Watch what you're saying.
There's danger in playing.
There's danger in playing.
You don't know who's listening. Leave us. This is not a game.
Curtail that tongue,
Curtail that tongue,
or you'll pay a huge sum.
or you'll pay a huge sum. Just mind your manners. Lower your head and walk away. I've never been so happy. I've never felt so good. So thankful for this precious love I found.
I can't believe what's happened. I can't believe we're here.
We're at the Grand right here in Williamstown. You better listen. You could turn up missing. Whatever you do, don't piss off the gods. It doesn't matter whose plans you shatter. Whatever you do,
have the mic? Go ahead, Tom. Good, thank you. If you like the show, my name is Rob Friston. If you didn't, my name is John Blackwell. I'll hear about that tomorrow. You know, you can write, you can rewrite, you can read, you can reread, you can imagine it in your head over and over and over again. But it does not become magical until you get a talented cast, such as this one. Bring it to life. This up and I ask if you have questions. It's a question answer. And before we do that, I do want to remind you, you have those questionnaires. It is very important to me that you write on and tell me what you really thought. If you just say, oh yeah, it was fantastic, thank you. You haven't been truthful. There's parts where I lost you, there's parts where you loved it. Tell me how you felt about it. This is what I'm going to review. This is what I'm going to do to fine tune it. Okay? So it's very important. Please fill them out and drop them off in the box that's sitting out there on the lobby desk. Now, I will open it up if you have any questions for me or the cast. Because they said, well, we want to stay here. I said, yeah, you're staying here with me. So, let me not block it. Glenn here. Does anybody have a question? Anything you want to know? Okay, Laurie?
What happens to them?
What happens to who?
Bonnie and you.
Well, the unification, that was their marriage. Because it was a stage reading, you didn't really get to see it was a full production.
Well, does he become a god or does she become immortal?
No, in the words, she gives up her eternity, and they're going to grow old together.
Okay.
She gave up with Zeus with her.
Okay.
So it's happy.
Okay. In the sequel, though, they get back. Yes, next.
What was your inspiration for writing this?
Have you ever seen the movie Xanadu?
Yes.
You know it needed to be done. No, really. I'd have to move it too, because honestly, it all started back in grade school. When I was told I had to have a book in a month club, I had to read something, and I chose this one that had this guy with a sword in his hand and the head of a woman with snakes in her head. It was Edith Hamilton's mythology. And I loved that book, and I fell in love with mythology right then and there. And then, honestly, when I saw Xanadu, I thought this needs to be improved. You know, we got to make it a little more realistic, not just some graffiti on the wall that comes out with roller skates. This made more sense to me, that's why I redid it. So, did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Next.
How many dance teams are there?
You know, there is some dance move, some choreography. There's only one dancer. There actually is a Poseidon shuffle, which my daughter Samantha, which is sitting down there, and another dancer came up with, and we did create it, but we didn't put it in the stage reading. So there is actually a line dance, country line dance, in the middle of that song.
Thank you for cutting that.
Next. Yes. Yeah, well, you know what? I started it just as I finished The Doll, which you know The Doll very well. Your daughter Amanda played The Doll, and Tyrone and Danielle were also in it. Which Laurie Hudson directed. And that's when I was working on it then. You know, I had the idea for it. You know. So I started right about then. So it's been about 3 years. Almost 4. I finished it now, so it's 3.5. Okay. Another question. Okay, what exactly happened was, we spoke about it with Poseidon is the one who puts the people on the ships. He puts Afonia on the ship, and he puts Christopher on the ship. So he also saved Q, and he put them all on the beach, because he's Poseidon, so he can do that. Good question. Any more? All right.
Maybe I missed it, but who is Zeus's unfinished love?
We never name her. We never name her. No, it's never named. It's whoever you want it to be. Yeah, she was immortal. Immortal, not immortal. Okay, I said that. Anything else? Okay, Sean?
I'm curious, as the writer, you seeing it in the rehearsal process, did you find yourself wanting to maybe tweak the writing a little bit to enhance the scene or to take back from the scene at all? Did you find yourself doing that?
Absolutely. We did make a few minor changes while we were working on it. Very minor, but I also made notes the whole time because, as you say, when you start seeing people do it, some things you don't know if they're going to flow properly, and this way we did, and I made some changes, and there's going to be a lot more, I'm sure. Even though I don't think I would drastically change it, but there's things that need to be fine-tuned. John, you had something?
Yeah, I have a question and a slight criticism. My question is, now that it's done, are you going to stop talking about it? Or...
I actually put that in the program. John had to listen to me every day. Yes, John. Well, no, I'll probably talk about it tomorrow too. Then it'll be over. Okay?
The only, I liked it, I really did. The song that Chuck sang about is Love. I felt in the second act it kind of stopped the second act and we were headed somewhere else. And I just kind of felt that that song,
The unfinished
I
love
liked it,
Right.
should have come a little bit earlier. So then we could have seen his, the fight with himself.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit later and finish that a little bit quicker to get to their love story.
Sure.
And that's, other than that, I just kind of felt that song right there, in that part of the
I
second
lost you
act,
there.
kind of stopped where we were headed.
Okay, very good. Please write that down. Yeah. So that's good. That's the type of stuff I'm looking for, really. Anything else? Go ahead. And you know what? You don't know how many times I took it out. Because I thought, they're going to say that's so corny. But you know what? Again, it goes back to the talent. It goes back to the delivery of the actor. They breathe the life into it and make it work, you know? Dustin?
Is it meant for strictly this amount of characters, or do you have more than that?
There are a few more. We kept it limited to this. That's why you saw a few people play several different parts. Okay?
Q usually has a stunt double, too. Stunt team.
Did Glenn ad-lib it all?
Did not. I never have
No more than, I think it was like maybe 7 or 8 times. You know? Yes?
Will there be a narrator in the show?
No, there's really not a narrator in the show. I did that simply to help you understand what was going on. So I had to actually rewrite it and make it into a stage reading for this purpose. So, anything? Yes, I'm sorry.
On that very
Jack.
subject, I like that very much.
Cool, thank you.
I wondered about the writing commentary during the show.
Yes. Yeah, no, thank you.
I thought it was a great idea.
I think it made it funny.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be as
Do
funny.
you have any questions for the actors or actresses? No, go ahead.
Just a question for the actors. Since it's a different format to do it without blocking, to do a table read. For character development, since you're only doing like a third of the, there's no choreography, no blocking. For character development, was it more interesting to try and really dive into that? Like Jeff, how would you describe your character? Like there was one word for your character you could use to describe it. I mean, what would that be?
Huge.
Huge!
I will be
honest that tonight, my first line was very different from the way that I've played Hugh during every other reading that we've had. So if you didn't see the surprise on everyone's face when I said, hello, good. But my character tonight was very different from the way I played it before. And I won't ask you whether it was better or worse than the ones I played the other nights. But for me, it was always sort of feeding off of how everybody else found the lines. So.
And I thought you did maintain that character. Exaggerated a few things, which still good. It worked, you know. But, yeah.
Get to the backstage, I'm gonna cry.
Yes.
I have a question for the three folks on the left, Amanda, Ty, and Danielle. You were all in Rob's production of The Doll. How does it feel to be back together again? Good.
Yeah, I think we've done several things together, and it's always fun to work with everyone in a band. They're great people. Aside from being really talented, they're really great people.
We've got time for one more. One more question. Marianne, oh, by the way, I'm going to say this, yes you are. The logo for the doll and the logo for God, Marianne. So much better. So now go ahead and proceed with the question.
I'm sure I asked this for everyone. When can we expect to see the full production?
Soon, I hope. I would hope very soon. Thank you.
Oh, you're not gonna talk about that.
Now John's saying, you know, you're going to need a director. Okay, Sharon, you got a question?
I wanted to add that Robbie actually asked when he can expect the full production.
Robbie did? Okay, yeah, I should point that out to him. I'm glad you brought that up. You know, the character that Chuck played in the beginning, the one that did not like musicals, and Sinatra, the gentleman Robbie is sitting right there, and I know he's going to kill me pointing out, but I based it on him, because he came and saw the doll, and he said, you know what, I hate musicals, I hate that, but I'm doing this for you. And I said, good, the next one, I'm going to create a character after you, that way you have to come again. And he's here tonight, so very amazing. Okay, time for one more. Let's go ahead.
I have one for everybody. Did any of you ever feel like you wanted to actually be into your character?
Did they feel like they wanted to be into their character? Okay.
I think to make it work even in a reading, a table reading, a stage reading, you have to be in your character.
It's hard, but because you don't have any blocking, but I don't know. We interact.
And that's where imagination comes in, and then we do some, then the audience begins to see it. And
Yeah, it doesn't really work unless you believe everything that's happening and everything you're saying. And
Yeah, I've been driving around for a week going, I'm Poseidon!
He's been doing it for years.
Well, Jeff, you were just saying the other night that you're in character. People were asking you, why are you so different? Because you were staying in character.
Right.
And the more you give your character things, the lines start to mean something.
Yeah.
And it's like night and day, you know, between just saying lines and then having something come out like, oh, that meant something, you know? Just
And I think we all saw that, like when we came together and we read, and at first we were reading, and then the more we read and the more we worked together, suddenly we were acting. And yeah.
Some of the actors actually met outside of rehearsals to kind of extract meaning from the material that we have. Lonnie and I got together for like 6 hours. It was like 6 hours of talking about the script and talking about the way that she made dinner.
I married my wife every day. Len's walking in to work late and his boss catches him.
Okay, you've been very patient. I appreciate that you were here tonight. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me make this, birth this musical. And, just thank you. And drive safely.
Thank you for coming away.
Thank you. It came with the wind.
Hello, Juan.
Well, it starts at 5, it's hard to tell when they get about 3:30 or
Thank you.